Well, welcome to another edition of the Hamden Football Netball League Footy Show. All thanks to our sponsors, our major sponsors to Powercore, McDonald's, Mickey D's, and we've got a special guest from McDonald's tonight as well, Hilly. Sungold FM flavoured milk, Southwest TAFE, Carter Group, Waterville Toyota. Who else have we got, mate, that I'm missing there? There's plenty. Gleeson Real Estate. There's heaps that are on board. Frolic Bar, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Rafferty's Tavern. You name it, they're all on board. It is sensational to see. Fresher fruit juice, of course, R&M Security. The list goes on. We've got heaps of sponsors in the Hamden Football Netball League. And it's wonderful to see their support once again in season 2023. Big show to get through tonight. Of course, round 6 action of the Hamden Football Netball League as I welcome Trenny Hill, who's sporting the old winter knit. Hilly, how are you, big fella?
Yeah, you go well, mate. It's very cold out there, so have to keep nice and warm. What a great round of footy we had last weekend. Great game up at the Reed Oval. Croydon take you on the Warrnambool Blues. Real thriller. Obviously, Camperdown's doing really nicely. Portland and North Warrnambool was close. Some really good footy. And Terang, Mortlake and Port Fairy had a really good contest as well. So, yep, Hampton Lake footy's well and truly alive. There's no doubt about it.
No, it's certainly been a great start to the season, and I can't believe we're 5 rounds down going into round 6 already this weekend. Let's go straight to our guest, the first of our guests tonight. He's known as the Hammer, Hamish Sinnott from the Camperdown Magpies, and they are absolutely flying at the moment. The Swain train is out of control. Let's be honest, a great win last week against Cobden Bombers under lights. Really cementing this team as the real deal in season 2023. The Hammer has been a massive part of it. Hammer, how are you, buddy?
G'day, big fella. G'day, Hilly. Thanks for having me.
Hey, mate, it's an absolute pleasure, and it must be a pleasure for you at the moment to be playing and being a part of this Camperdown Magpies outfit. Just playing with a lot of confidence at the moment, mate.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. Obviously, had a bit of a tough year last year, having a few boys missing, but yeah, few big pickups, come back home, and then had a really good start to the year. Obviously, first 2 weeks didn't go away, but starting to find some confidence now and playing our game style, which is working. So it's really good.
Has there been much change in your game style, Hammer, or has it been pretty well the same? Obviously, just with the additions of Richardson, Bradshaw, Riley Arnold coming back in the side, obviously Rowbottom as well. Is that just been the difference, those key experienced players, or has there been a bit of tinkering with your game style a little bit?
Yeah, they're 4 massive ins for us. Obviously, didn't have them last year, but I think we got 4 new coaches in the forward, midfield, back line, and just Charlie Bradshaw also helping out as well, which has been huge. And I guess we have a different game style, but I feel like it's just more experience now with us younger players playing an extra year in the senior footy. And obviously, as you said, Riley's been huge for us. Riley Arnold's been consistent every week. And yeah, I think putting that experience in with this game style's really helped us a lot. But it's going well, so it's good.
Mate, what I've loved about your side, obviously you've got the big full forward and Sam Gordon, but there hasn't been a big reliance of Gordo in the first few weeks. Like, you're really sharing the goals. I reckon you got a few last week. I reckon Zach Sinnott kicked a few a couple of weeks ago. So there's a real sharing of the goals, not just a reliance on big Gordo to bang them all through.
Yeah, no, it has been. I think Gordo still kicks 13 to 15, so he's still had a good season. But we know that most teams are going to flood people back to get in front of him. So we have players just keep playing their role, then we're going to have people kicking bags and get rewards like, luckily enough, I got on the weekend and Zach had the previous week. But, I feel like the way we're playing, anyone can kick the goals. We've got a good side, I reckon.
Now, Hammer, what about yourself, mate? In between VFL and back at Camperdown, how are you juggling? How are you finding all that experience, mate? And I guess it's hard from week to week to know where you're actually going to be bobbing up.
I'm loving it. Obviously, living in Melbourne, so VFL's what I want to be. So I'm training there all year and that, and then just obviously can't get in at the moment. But that's all right. I'll try to keep my form up here, and then hopefully can get a look in soon. But it's been good. I'm finding a really good balance between it all. So I feel good.
Do they sort of keep in touch with like Swaney or yourself and get feedback about how you've gone on the weekend, and obviously to see where you're at with your Hampton League in hope of trying to get a game in the Blues? Or
so Swaney does a hell of a job for me. Like, does a massive match report after games and sends it into them. I think he talks to even Bucky and Torrin Baker most weeks. So he's got connections there, which is good. And yeah, he's doing all he can to try to get me in the team. So no, he's doing a really good job for me.
Mate, what about this weekend coming up against the last 7-year premiers in the Koroit Saints? They were fantastic against Warrnambool last week. This is a massive challenge, massive game for the club, isn't it, on the weekend?
Yeah, it's huge. I can't wait. I reckon it'll be an unreal challenge for us. Obviously, they've had some pretty big wins over us in the past, but there's no reason why we can't beat them this week. We're playing some good footy, and yeah, we'll be confident and take it on. So it'll be awesome up at our home deck. So yeah, there's no reason why we can't, and yeah, I reckon we'll back ourselves in to have a really good game against them. But obviously, we know their quality, so we respect them a lot.
Should be a great game with some great matchups. What about you, mate? Where have you been? Where's Swaney been playing you? Obviously, you've kicked some goals, so no doubt you're spending some time up forward. But are you spending a bit of time up the ground as well, Hammer? Or
Yeah, play majority in the midfield, and then maybe 5 to 10 minutes a quarter go down to forward with Gordo down Lick Square, which is good. I enjoy, but mainly play in the midfielders mainly.
Now listen, mate, not only are you a very good footballer, but you're actually a resident Rain Man in the Hendon Football Netball League, and you're very good with the records and the old player numbers. It'd be remiss of me not to try a couple on you now, mate, because as a kid, you used to be able to reel these off, big fella, and I'm gonna start off with a player back who won a Maskell, I reckon, in about 2000, a player called Paul Jenkinson at the Warrnambool Football Club. Can you remember what number Jenko wore?
In 2000?
In 2000. Can you go back that far?
Oh.
Hammer probably wasn't even born then, I would have thought.
No, probably not. I didn't watch any games in 2000. It wasn't live, but I'm guessing he was a gun, so it would have been a low number. Maybe 4 or something. I'm not too sure.
Mate, I think you've actually nailed it. I think you've actually
Put that
nailed it. Are you foxing us there, mate? Because I'm pretty sure that Jenko wore number 4. Are you just foxing around with us there, mate?
Hey?
Are you foxing around with us that you had no idea? Because I'm pretty sure Jenko rocked the 4, mate. He rocked the 4.
I've heard the name, but maybe just number 4 come to my head at the start, so I just had a guess of it.
Righto, mate. What about Chrissy McLaren?
Oh, jeez. I know one of the brothers were 9.
That's Joey.
That's Joe.
Chris, I'm going to have to guess. Maybe 15.
36, mate, for Mackerel,
Yeah,
pretty
nah.
sure. What about Benny Goodall? Benny Goodall, mate.
Pardon?
Benny Goodall.
He was number 6.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'll
mate.
throw a camper down one at you, mate. This one should be pretty easy. One of my favourite players and good bloke to boot as well, Darren Cheeseman.
Well, he was number 1 in the premierships, but then he finished with 17.
Yeah, well played. Well played. I thought I might have him there.
I love it. He's an absolute freak, the Hammer. Don't worry about that. Great stuff, mate. Great to see you playing some sensational footy, and can't wait to see you in a couple of weeks, and we're going to see you guys for the very first time. So looking forward to that game, mate, and wish you all the best of luck this weekend.
No, awesome. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great stuff. That's the Hammer. Hamish Sinnott, a very, very accomplished and good footballer in the Hendon Football Netball.
He'll have to be considered for under 23s.
Definitely, mate.
I was just thinking about this last night. Hamish Sinnott would be nearly the first pick for mine.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's in sensational form and just a gun too. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Hey, we're going to go to one of our sponsors now. He's been kindly waiting. Hayden Bushel's his name, of course, from Mickey D's, McDonald's. We love them. They're a wonderful sponsor of the Hendon Football Netball League. And Hayden, as we say, good evening to you. How are you, buddy?
Good, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me. How are you?
Hey, mate, absolute pleasure. Now, we appreciate your support in the Hendon Football Netball League. Where are we? This sleeve. The big Mickey D's goes on, and we've got the new interleague jumpers, the under-23 tops. You're all over them. You're on the shorts. It's wonderful to see. But, mate, you've got a couple of really good things happening. One of those is a hiring day at McDonald's. So if people are interested in getting into the workforce and there are career options at McDonald's, how do they go about it, Hayden?
Next Sunday, the 28th, I believe it is, 4 till 7 p.m, Warrnambool East, we're going to have a hiring day. So I'll be there, a bunch of us will be there. A little bit of a less formal, because obviously a lot of the people that we employ, it's their first jobs. so they might be a little bit worried. But come in, have a chat, we'll get to know each other. And if you're interested, it's for both Warrnambool stores, so you can apply on the day.
Awesome.
So Hayden, the demographic you're looking at just, teenagers looking for their first job, or are we looking at, maybe adults looking to look for a career change as well?
Yeah, we hire pretty much anybody. We got positions for anyone of all ages. Obviously, we do employ a lot of 15, 16-year-olds, but we also take people that are willing to drive during the day, so 30 plus, older people who might have kids and are looking for less days a week, but still want to contribute working. So we're open for pretty much anything.
Love it. Great opportunity. So if you're looking for work, young, old, otherwise, whatever, get out to McDonald's East Sunday week. It is as simple as that, and get amongst it. Have a look, see what they do. Great organisation to be involved in. Anthony Negro and the entire team, Phoebe, and that they do a magnificent job. And they are great supporters of local football and netball and everything local sport in our local community. It's just wonderful to see. Hey, mate, what about this one? I must admit, I love this, and it gets a lot of people talking. If it's below, it's at 9 degrees now, so if the temperature's below 9 degrees, there's a free coffee in the mornings. Is that how it works?
That's right. Monday to Friday, when Coast FM announced the weather at 7 a.m, if it's less than 9, a free coffee between 7 and 8, a free medium coffee. Even if you haven't checked the weather, we will upsell you a coffee. So if you're interested, no cost to you at all. 7 to 8, you can come in and get a free one.
That's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable. How many times at this time of the year do we get above 9 degrees at 7 o'clock in the morning? It wouldn't happen very often, does it, Hayden?
What was that one, sorry?
I said, how often do we actually get above 9 degrees at this time of the year? It doesn't happen very often at 7 a.m. in the morning, does it?
It happened today, and it happened on Monday. We missed it yesterday. But so today, this is the first week and 2 out of 3 days. So we're going strong. And it goes for 6 weeks.
That is unbelievable. So if you like your coffee, just sit on the Coast FM app, which are another great
7
sponsors.
o'clock.
7 a.m, wait for the weather, and then I'm tipping that McDonald's, all roads lead to Mickey D's, and you're getting absolutely slammed. I hope the baristas are doing all right with it, mate, because they're going to be hectic for the next 6 weeks.
Yeah, we're ready for it. It's very popular. And if you're not into coffee as well, we do hot chocolates too. So we do cater to, if you're not a coffee man, then hot chocolates.
Love it, mate. Absolutely love it. Well, as I said, great sponsors, great supporters of the Hamden Football Netball League and have been. This is year number 3 for McDonald's. We love your support, buddy. Get out to that hiring day, Sunday week, Warrnambool East McDonald's. And don't forget, 7 a.m, if it is under 9 degrees, you get a free medium coffee. That is fantastic. Hayden, we appreciate your time, buddy. Well done.
Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Jeez, that's good.
That's unbelievable. I did drive past McDonald's this morning on the way to work, and there was a fair line up in the drive-through, so there must have been a big push for those coffees. Absolutely.
Good coffee too, mate, down there. Really nice coffee, they tell me. So I'm not a coffee drinker. I get a hot chocolate. All right, I don't drink coffee. Never have. But people rave about the coffee at McDonald's. Hey, let's have a look at the highlights. Round 5 action, our match of the day, of course. Last week, Killy, it was a beauty. Warrnambool v Koroit up at the Reed Oval, mate. Good crowd, weather was perfect. Gillen Boys Foundation Day, Cass Sign Cup. It was absolutely spot on, wasn't it?
Had a bit of everything, didn't it? This fella brought a few highlights early on too. Tommy Couch, big long bomb from 50. I think he kicked the first 3 goals for the Koroit Saints. First game back since 2019. He was kicking them from 50. He was kicking them from check sides. Connor Byrne, nice little opportunistic goal there as well. And Jackson Bell, look at this for a goal. All class. Pushes off. Nice big long bomb from 50, and that gave the Blues their first. But they probably utilised their forward 50s a bit better in the first term, I reckon, Koroit.
Oh, I think the first term was the difference in the end, wasn't it? They just got off to an absolute flyer. The Blues were a bit slow. They moved Sammy Cowling forward. He started down back. He kind of got him going, and then, even heading into the second quarter, Hilly, they just got themselves back into the contest.
Yeah, they did. They had a lot of football forward, didn't they? I think they won the inside 50s pretty handsomely, but just couldn't convert on the scoreboard.
Poor kicking again, which has been a trend all year.
Yeah, it has been. I think, they kicked 9-18 or something along the lines, whereas Koroit, they got it forward. They made the most of their opportunities. Couch was great inside forward 50, and a lot of their smalls did some damage as well. But you just felt like the Blues were never out of the game. This young bloke here, Jake McKosh, he's got a huge future. Really impressive in the ruck against Van Beek also too. And Matt Bradley, he did some nice things. I did stitch you up with Matt Bradley. Chucked on the team sheet, Craig, just to stir you up, Matt. But he's another likely type there for the Koroit Saints.
Yeah, no, it was great to see that man that just kicked the ball in too, Reggie Mast. He played a sensational game. Great grab there by Will Peterson. There's another goal here from Couch. What a fantastic return from this man. He was a difference in the end too. He ended up getting a couple of votes. Another one from the boundary line for Tommy, and gets the job done for the Koroit Saints. And even in the final quarter, Hilly, the Blues kind of controlled the first 10 minutes, and you thought, hang on, they're going to run away with it here.
Yeah.
But to Koroit's credit, they really shut the game down that last 15 minutes, didn't they?
Yeah, a couple of early goals there from the Blues. Got them back within, might have been under a kick. And then the Saints were able to get a couple of their own. And then I guess the Blues had some momentum late in that last quarter where they had a couple of chances moving it forward, but just things didn't work their way. The defence, I was really impressed by the defence of the Koroit Saints. They didn't have Tim Martin. They didn't have another couple of players playing in there as well. Mooney had to play the key back, but Jack Block, what a player. We gave him our Lee's contracting young gun. Really enormous talent. He was huge across halfback.
Mate, he had a sensation. Best game I've seen Jack play. Had a heap of it, and certainly play to watch. Tommy Bolsh, I thought, was fantastic.
Sensational.
Down back as well. He really taking his game to the next level. He's stepping up to that key post role.
Well, he is, but he's also that rebounding backman too. He's not afraid to run off, but he's got that motor to run back and make sure that he's not, leaving his opposition isolated all by themselves.
And the Lucas brothers snag of the day, the Bratwurst King down there, Pete Harris and the crew, Tommy Couch. Yeah. He slotted 5, so he had a day out, as we said, and certainly virtually won everything on the weekend, didn't he?
2 O'Sullivans, sensational.
Mate,
Paddy was unbelievable.
He's taken his footy, and he went into the ruck in the final term, which is, he's not massively tall.
No,
and
but he competes. He's a competitor.
Big challenge by Chris McLaren, a big move. And to be honest, I actually reckon it might have been a match-winning move. Because,
well, he played as an extra midfielder, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And he thumped a couple of big fists late and got his hands on the football and that at times. So, full credit to the Koroit Saints. That was a really good win, and I reckon one that Chris McLaren would have been very, very happy with. And he was pretty happy after the game. A bit of a fist pump.
Yeah, he was, very, very excited. And I think, too, it's a new thing for the Koroit Saints. They've had all these experienced guys. They've got a real heap of youngsters coming through, and they're still learning the caper. One to enjoy for sure.
Still laughing at that. Hey, listen, this weekend's round of matches. Our match of the day, both sides, 5-0. Terang Mortlake and South Warrnambool. My first look at the Bloods for season 2023. I'm looking forward to it. They're playing great footy. Seagulls charged them late in the last quarter last week, but they were good enough still to get the win. Roosters are playing good footy. They're the team to beat, make no mistake about it. But this weekend's game, it's going to be an absolute ripper, Hilly.
Absolutely, and I think too, the Blue Roosters got a few injuries. There's got a few injuries there, but they've got the depth to cover
it. All year, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. So we don't know what their best lineup looks like at the moment. But I'll tell you what, Terang Mortlake, they're playing with enthusiasm. They're playing him with dare and a bit of spunk. They'll take it up to South. There's no doubt about it.
I'm looking forward to the contest. It is going to be really, really good. So that is our broadcast game, our Hammer League Live match of the day. Camperdown taking on Koroit. We just heard from the Hammer earlier. That's going to be a beauty as well, because if the Magpies win that, they are absolutely flying.
They are, and I tell you what, I'll give them a real chance. They've been absolutely flogged over the last couple of years by the Koroit Saints, and I think this is a chance where they get a chance to absolutely showcase and get back.
If you look at the form, if you line the form up, they beat Warrnambool comfortably.
Yep.
Warrnambool pushed Koroit.
Yeah.
So, if you line the form up, if you're a form expert in punting terms, Hilly, well then
they're a sniff.
They're a sniff. Massive.
But I reckon Camperdown will get. I reckon Koroit will get a few back though. They've got a few out.
Yep.
Martin potentially might come back. Gow. They've got a few to come back in that lineup. So I expect Koroit, but I reckon Camperdown won't be far off.
Hamilton taking on the Warrnambool Blues. Blues need to bounce back in a big way, don't they? But never easy to travel up to Melville Oval and take on the Hamilton Kangaroos. So they're not going to have it their own way, and the Hamilton will be thinking they're half a chance on the weekend,
a couple of injuries from Hamish Cook, and I think another one of their young guns as well. Yandre Slabbert. So I don't know the severity of those injuries, but I'll give the Kangaroos a sniff, but I think Warrnambool will go in favourites. North
Warrnambool taking on the Paul Ferry Seagulls. This game's out of Bushfield. Now, the Seagulls have been fantastic, apart from their first quarters. It's the only thing that's let them down. They charged home against Terang Mortlake. I give them a realistic chance of toppling the North Warrnambool Eagles out of Bushfield, which I don't think they would have done for many, many years, Silly.
50-50 game for mine. I think the Seagulls are going all right. North, good first quarter against Portland, probably didn't
go on with it.
Yeah, and obviously there's some circumstances that happened over the weekend too that affected the club and so forth that probably wasn't ideal, but I think it's a 50-50 game.
Yeah, absolutely. In the final game, Cobden taking on Portland. You'd expect the Bombers to get back on the winner's circle.
Yeah, I don't underestimate Portland, though. Geez, their last couple of weeks have been pretty sound. You know, and they're a young side, so yeah, Cobden you'd think should win, but I think they'll be competitive, the Tigers.
Absolutely. Well, that is round 6 action in the Hendon Football Netball League. Promises to be an absolute beauty. Don't forget, we'll be on 3YBFM Facebook page live streaming on air from midday down at that game. Terrene Mortlake taking on the South Warrnambool Roosters, both undefeated sides in season 2023. It's going to be an absolute beauty, that is for sure. We hope to see you this weekend. Hilly, you go and hang that knit up, mate. I haven't seen a knit for a long time, mate.
I'll be copying a flogging over it, I reckon, over the next couple of days.
Jeez, it looks magnificent.
It's nice and warm, mate. It's good.
It is nice and warm. You fill it out well too, mate. Sensei. Listen, that's it from us. We'll see you this weekend. Hendon Football Netball, round 6 action.